Hi guys, HCGChica. Go ahead.
Come back here.
Okay, let me do our update now. I just want to check in and let you guys know where I'm at. I did end up having a change of plans. I was going to end my round on, day 21 or whatever. So I was feeling really crabby and yucky. Tom was coming. But then Tom came and I felt so much better. So I kind of decided that I felt good enough that I felt like I could do another week because I just would love to lose, a little more fat. So as long as I can feel well on the protocol, then, it's no problem for me to do it. So today's actually VLCD25. I ended up only skipping one shot on one day because that was the day I was technically, going to be done and getting off, and that's when I kind of ended up changing my mind the next morning. That was Sunday morning. And today is Tuesday. So, which worked out fine because, when you do a long round, you skip a shot once a week anyway. So I thought, it's not too late to keep going. So, as long as I can feel good and take care of my family, then I was perfectly fine continuing. So, I don't remember exactly what weight I gave you last, but I was 123. I think that might have been where I left you off on VLCD 21. And that day I had been down 1.4. The following day I was up 1.4 again, back to 124.4, and that's because of Tom. I always have a big gain off, even when I'm not on HCG, sometimes I'll gain 2 or 3 pounds, and then as soon as Tom comes, it falls right off, so it's just water. So I was at 1.4. The following day, this is the day Tom actually started, I was down 1.6, so that was just 2 days ago, to 122.8. Yesterday I was at 0.2 to 123, and then today, folks, I was down to 1.8.
You said folks.
I cannot believe it.
You said folks.
I said folks. Yes, I said folks. 121.2. I can't believe it. So basically now I'm at 13.6 pounds total lost in 24 days. And that includes the one, I did have one cheat day, or one cheat evening where I, kind of lost ground for a few days in there. So anyway, I am beyond pleased. And I just can't believe it. The other thing I want to share, I don't think I really talked about this much. And, maybe there's no connection, but I'm starting to feel like there is. I've actually been injecting pretty much all over my body lately, wherever I can find the most fat on any given day. Like at first I was doing my arms. Towards the beginning I talked about that, and I felt like I experienced less hunger. And then as my upper body shrunk and I was losing fat there, I was noticing the injections hurting a little more, and I think that maybe because there was less fat, and I was also starting to feel a little hungrier. So then I moved the shot location again to my outer thighs and my inner thighs, and that felt really good. So then more recently that was hurting a little bit more, so then I decided, like, I still have those love handles. Even though my upper waist is getting slim, I still have that side flab. So I've been grabbing that the last few days and alternating, sides. So yesterday I injected into my right love handle on this side, my right side, and I was so not hungry all day yesterday. I probably ate about 500 calories, maybe a teeny bit less, I'm not sure. And so not hungry, no problem. And I was down the 1.8 this morning, but not only that, I looked in the mirror, with my shirt kind of up a little bit so I could see my skin, and I kid you not, the side I injected in yesterday and then I had a big loss today, that side of my waist and my, upper hip is quite a bit leaner than my left side now. I promise I'm not making this up. And that's the side I injected it to. It's much more leaner, and then this side is still kind of curving out like a much bigger bump. So, today I injected on my left side. And I'm serious. I had my husband look at it. I had him like grab the fat on both sides to tell, like, are you grabbing more on one side than the other? Like, is it pretty obvious? And we both agreed, like, that side was way slimmer. So, and I mean, noticeably. So anyway, I know that sounds totally crazy to be like, basically like spot reducing in a sense, but I think it may just have to do with as you get smaller, there's less of a buildup of fat on the different parts of your body. So trying to find the larger pockets of fat and injecting into that, I don't know. I think it yields better results. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's just coincidence, but I'm just sharing it in case anyone wants to try it and notices, you know, one side of their butt cheek getting smaller than the other. No, I mean, that's why we're supposed to alternate, right? We want to keep it all even. But anyway, so maybe that's totally crazy. I'm just sharing it because it happened to me. And I'm doing great. I'm doing so great. I know the actual average weight loss over the full round doesn't sound like a lot. I think it's about a little over a ½ pound average, but that's average for women, and I'm really tiny, you guys. I'm 121 pounds now. I'm guessing that my body fat percent is somewhere around 18 or 19% at this moment. I'm pretty excited to actually go in and have it checked, and I started at 34.5% body fat. It's a huge difference. And I tried on a couple. I have a size 2 skirt. I think it's like an Ann Taylor brand. Again, I got it at the thrift store, but I was able to get into it before, but it was always too snug for me to feel comfortable wearing. Kind of not really modest. So I put it on, and it's actually slightly loose in the hips, and it's totally comfortable now. I mean, it's loose. And it's a size 2. This is totally crazy. So that, and then I have some other skirts that, you know, they were actually size 8, size 10, size 12. They were, I mean, they're way bigger than I've been in a while, but you know how with skirts in general, you can usually get away with wearing a pretty big variety of sizes, because with a skirt, if it's too big in the waist, you just wear it lower on your waist, you know, which is what I've been doing with some of these skirts that I love that are technically getting big. I would just wear them a little lower and have a longer shirt, and technically I could still wear them and they still looked fine. Well, the other night, I'm putting on skirts, and they're falling off. They've gotten to the point where I can no longer wear them at all. I mean, I couldn't believe it, you know, because pretty much this whole time, even though I've been a size 4 for a whole year, I could still wear these size 8 and 10 skirts, you know, like I said, just wearing them a little lower. But I've lost so much, I guess, in my hip and thigh area. Literally just falling off. I mean, they're humongous on me. So anyway, I'm so excited. Just wanted to share. That's my update. So I'm doing good. And the other neat thing is, since I am using the HCG from US HCG Injections, the new company, technically they sell their kits as a 28-day kit or a double 28-day kit. So some people had been asking me about, you know, the potency issue, because as some of you may know, in past vlogs and what I've done for past rounds is to mix in 2,000 IU vial sizes and remix every 10 or 13 days. So obviously this is kind of totally different than what I used to do. And you know, the reason I did that was just because I wanted to make sure it had the best potency, and I just felt like for me it only costed a little bit more, and it gave me a lot of peace of mind. However, you know, I obviously wanted to try this HCG out. So another good reason about doing it longer than the 3 weeks is I will be using it now for that full 28 days. Actually, as of tomorrow, I will have 28 injections if you include the 2 loading days. So I will test it tomorrow. But I can tell you I've definitely not been hungry at all. Once Tom came, my hunger totally disappeared again. I'm still injecting 125 IUs. It's the same vial. And you know, obviously I'm still losing fat really well too. So I'm very happy to be able to report that. Because definitely, if I'm going to recommend the product, I want to make sure that you know, that there's in reality that the product is good. So definitely I can say that it is. So that's my update. I hope you guys are all doing good, and I'll check in soon. Take care.